maybe ask a couple of questions of the group, because I think David's experience in particular, there are times in government you miss those opposition days. You have less time, less opportunity sometimes to make the decisions, but you also have more time to engage. And I remember that when our roles were reversed. And there are 2 points I think I still wrestle with as somebody trying to get this balance right. One is, you know, Dr. Broadbent made the point that people to engage have to believe there's action. And I think he's absolutely right. In fact, one of the things I noticed after the anti-poverty speech, what people are really looking for is, I got a lot of comments saying, look, I think that was brave, that's the most honest, and in some cases, the honesty to be negative about how governments have approached poverty. People said that was great to hear. But for me to really engage, I have to believe you're now going to actually do something. And sometimes the need to actually do something is at odds with the need to slow down and listen. And I'm interested in how people balance those two. The other question is, how do we, I think David is exactly right, we have to departisanize the process. One of the risks that I think we always run, let's take for example our fiscal situation. Governments everywhere are running red ink again, often for very sound short-term needs to stimulate the economy, protect social programs when revenue goes down very suddenly. I can guarantee you in legislatures across Canada and in Parliament, there are people saying we should get rid of the debt, but by the way, we'll never have to talk about raising taxes or changing how we deliver programs, because really if politicians would just, I've heard it, that if politicians would cut their salary by 5%, then this would all go away. And often it's very easy in opposition, and I think probably no party is more or less guilty of the other, to grab that sort of easy solution, but what that does is it short circuits and takes people out of the real choices that need to be made, and then only those who really want to talk about those choices are left. How do we strike the balance between enough action to make it worth engaging and enough consultation to make the action right? And how do we engage and make sure that all politicians talk about serious solutions to serious problems? Because I think when we say it's all easy in opposition, we're all guilty of it. Then when we get in government, it isn't easy. People think, well, that's why you can't trust politics.
Well, one of the things that occurs to me in picking up